Here's your C++ command options. You actually have two sets of them. I'll go over there here a second. You got to remember that when we're creating a dynamic array, we're allocating, we're creating a space for data to reside. And again, being dynamic because it can accept a variable to create the size of the array that you want. In the coded example that I have for you here, our variable, which is being highlighted here, that is a variable. I know it's set right now to where is it right there? It's right there here with our array size, but we could have somebody see in a value, and then that value would change here in the array size and creating things up. Now notice I'm also giving you two different examples of this as well. So first is the old C way of doing things. Matter of fact, actually that one's really up here. And notice it's using a command called malloc. Now, malloc is just that. It's memory allocation. We're telling it how many that we need with the array size there, and then what data type are we using, because what it's going to do is use that memory block that we needed for an int. We're going to multiply it by the number of times that you need or different blocks you need for that array, and then voila, there's your array setup for that. Perfect fit for that data type. Now for our newer compilers here, it's changed it just slightly where we need to do that conversion here that's right in the middle. But overall, the thing's exactly the same way as we had before with the array size. There's our size of the integer, and then our malloc, of course, right there. And that's our test array. Now that's using malloc. You're gonna see malloc a lot if you need to do some further studies in using Valgrind. A lot of things on YouTube and a lot of things on different websites use malloc, which is older and C, but so many people still like it. It still works in what we have. So really, I'm giving you two options that you can use. Which one you want to use is up to you. So that's the good news. This, like I said, is the newer version of it using C++. I mean, you've seen this before already with dynamic arrays. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gone to this. So there's really nothing new to that. So here's our creation of the array. Here's our values being placed into it just to make sure. And then notice at the very end that that's how we go ahead and then free up the memory after that. Now notice, by the way, the free is going to work with those that use malloc, and then the delete is going to be for those that use new. So you can't interchange them. You have to, it is a one-to-one match, as you can kind of see being highlighted here. So if you use malloc, use free, and if you use new, use delete, and go from there. But notice, this really isn't very different than what you've already been through before, other than maybe a general introduction to malloc. But that's how we start things off when we're creating and then using our dynamic arrays, and then finishing it at the very end with freeing our values. So here's all the commands that you'll need in C++ to do our dynamic arrays. And yes, we're going to get to Valgrind here in a minute.